procession.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. With golden soil and a well-fought toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, our beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains and let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, I'd like to invite Uncle Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional acknowledgement of country.
Thank you. Budji Mulinawul, everyone. Good morning. Nalawa. Welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people, and to thank the university for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this morning. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family, in fact, descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burruburungal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it. So he enrolled his daughter, Bullangai, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We are very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success. Your advancement, our advancement. Now, that was probably better understood in traditional times when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community. and you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here a little over 230 years ago, he described the people he encountered as one of the happiest people he'd met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. They were naked, made their shelters from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and fed their families from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. There was no slavery, no rich and poor, and no homelessness. Armies were unheard of, as were forts, jails, or even fences. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed, which were then shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands are maintained in their natural state through fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 30,000 years. Now please consider, this is not a vision or a golden age remembered, this was normal life for us for the longest time, and not so very long ago. And there is no good reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we are a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I like to believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, we are naturally happy, and normally very good at looking after each other and the planet. I would just ask or suggest that you share your skills with the rest of us and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident we can put together a world we can be proud of and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine by winding up and letting you graduate. Just want to say congratulations to all of you. Have a wonderful day and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, I'm pleased to introduce Pro-Chancellor of Macquarie University, Distinguished Professor Leslie Hughes.
Firstly, thanks so much, Chris, for your acknowledgement of country. It means a great deal and adds to the significance of this event. A great thanks. Colleagues, guests, families and friends of our graduands, and most importantly, our graduands, soon to be graduates. It's my great honour and pleasure to welcome you here today for this graduation ceremony. I bring our graduands and guests a special greeting from the members of our University Council, the governing body of the university, and we are very honoured to have two of the members of the council here with us on the stage today. They're the ones in the green, so you can spot them. It's our hope that today is a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. I see that we have a number of small children and babies with us today, and I want you to know that they are especially welcome. They are a part of the Macquarie family today. We don't expect young children to stay quiet through the whole ceremony, so if they do make a noise, don't rush out with them. Just stay, relax. They are very welcome. Today is a milestone day. We celebrate the wonderful achievements of those of you who are about to graduate. Completing a degree is never easy. It requires an intelligent and inquiring mind, determination and perseverance, and you have made many sacrifices along the way in pursuit of your end goal. You've worked hard to get to this point, and you should feel very proud of what you have accomplished. We as a university are just as proud of your achievements, and I'm pleased to be able to congratulate each and every one of you. I also want to especially welcome the families, supporters and friends of our graduands here with us today as invited guests. The fact that you have been invited to share with our graduands one of the greatest days of their lives is proof positive that you have been an important influence. So to our invited guests, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us today. Now, our graduands may not realise this, but we're about to participate in one of the oldest of Europeans' social rituals. If you were to pick a date, say 1500 AD, and look to which Western social institutions were around and are still around today, you would find only about 60, including the Roman Catholic Church, the Parliaments of England, Iceland and the Isle of Man, and 6 Swiss cantons. All of the rest are universities. We are a very ancient species. In fact, graduation ceremonies are even older than that. For more than 800 years, graduates have been donning gowns, just like the ones you are wearing, and participating in ceremonies, just like this one. The ceremony, since that time, is actually almost unchanged, and it's a defining feature of the life of a university and of its students. We all realise that Macquarie, of course, is not one of those ancient universities. In fact, we are just over 50 years young, kind of middle-aged, I guess. Though we are among the youngest universities in the world, we are nonetheless very proud to take part in this time-honoured graduation ceremony. We all know that youth, however, has its advantages. Macquarie is a very modern and outward-looking university. We enjoy an enviable reputation for world-leading research excellence, research engagement and impact. We are continually progressing and extending our research, our partnerships, our course offerings and our facilities. We have a proud tradition of innovation and discovery, and our pioneering approach is built upon a collaborative and connected learning community. Even though this recent year and a half have been periods of great challenge for all of us, it remains a very exciting time for Macquarie University amidst such change as the vision for this remarkable campus continues to unfold. Macquarie now has over 225,000 graduates living in more than 140 countries. We are truly an international organisation. And it's very clear we're looking forward and we're on the move. And so are all of you. Some of the things we all value so much about Macquarie, however, will not change. The friendliness, inclusiveness and approachability of our staff and students is often commented upon by visitors to the university, both from Australia and overseas. This is inherent in our culture, and we intend that it will always be so. Remember, you will always be welcome here. Macquarie University will always be a leader in teaching and learning and a leader in the accumulation of wisdom, knowledge and understanding. However, our collective journey is about building community where we have shared values, where we share things in common and where we care about each other, even when our points of view on some matters diverge. In other words, an ideal community of scholars. Distinguished guests, academic and professional colleagues, and most importantly, our graduands, I offer you the warmest of warm welcomes to Macquarie University on this grand occasion. In just a few minutes, it will be my very great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of that community of scholars we proudly call Macquarie University. But it is now my great pleasure to introduce our occasional speaker, Mr. William Mailer. William is the Chief Behavioural Scientist at the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. He leads a multidisciplinary team of economists, psychologists and data scientists, which works to better understand household financial decision-making and to develop new products and services to improve the financial well-being of customers and communities. William's team partners with leading research groups around the world, including here at Macquarie, facilitating and co-publishing innovative and important research in fields such as financial decision-making and climate action, something after my own heart. The team has won a number of multiple international awards and regularly features in popular media and academic outlets. Prior to establishing the Commonwealth Bank team, William had 20 years of experience across various economics, consulting and corporate roles. William has a Bachelor of Economics from Macquarie University and a Masters of Behavioural and Experimental Economics from the University of Nottingham in the UK. Originally from Wagga Wagga, William is now the father of 2 young boys in Sydney's inner west. I now invite William to deliver the occasional address.
Well, thank you very much. I'd like to acknowledge the Pro-chancellor, members of faculty, distinguished guests, staff, graduands, and family and friends. To our graduands, congratulations on this important and exciting milestone in your career. And thank you for the great honour in being able to share a small part of this celebration with you today. It was 20 years and 3 days ago that I sat in these seats, having attended many of the same classes in many of the same buildings, perhaps with some of the same professors. It is now an honour to welcome you to the Macquarie University alumni. We have a lot in common. Today I've been asked to share some observations and insights from my time at Macquarie, as well as the 20 years since. Of course, these are from my own context, but I hope I can share something with you today that you can take with you for your next steps, whatever your aspirations. The first idea I wanted to suggest to you is that when you leave this graduation hall today, don't close the door. When I left campus in October 2003, it felt like that chapter had closed and I was on to the next thing. I'd had a great time at Macquarie. I played in the Macquarie Uni soccer team. I studied abroad with Macquarie University. And I studied accounting 1A twice, even passing once. But fortunately, it wasn't a breakup. My connection to education and research continued and even strengthened over my career. Over the 20 years, it would see me return to campus to study various short courses and certificates, to upskill, to reskill. I had a lot of my staff come back to Macquarie University to take postgraduate qualifications, and I've recently set up a multi-year partnership with this very university. Macquarie University hasn't been able to get rid of me just yet. In fact, most of my career has thrived in that space between academia and industry, which really just means that both sides think you're a little bit weird. When you leave the room today, I encourage you not to close the door to your connections to Macquarie or your love of learning or to education and research more generally. You're stepping into a world of emerging technologies, the changing nature of work, and many global complex challenges. Keeping these connections to research and education will serve you well, as it will your work, your teams, and your projects, if and when you need it. It has certainly done so for me. After I left graduation, I had a lot of fantastic jobs with some amazing companies and some great people. I was on the career ladder, I was doing well, but something was missing. I was struggling to see where I'd pop up in 20 or 30 years. Would I be happy where I landed? I couldn't see it. Coming out of graduation, I wish someone had told me to spend more time thinking deeply about my career North Star. What was the direction I wanted to grow myself in? What were the big open questions in the world that made me want to jump out of bed in the morning? I'd spend hundreds of hours by myself reflecting on the types of books I would read in my own time, the open questions about the world I thought about for fun, the stories and statistics I was drawn to, not the things to impress other people or follow popular trends or to get stuck on existing job titles or traditional career paths. What did I really love to think about and explore when nobody else was looking? I've always avoided giving career advice, but this is an exercise I often promote. For me, then it clicked. Everything I was passionate about started to triangulate and pointed to a love of understanding of human behaviour, Patterns and opportunities started to emerge, bringing together existing skills and new paths. I could see that many of the world's biggest challenges had human behaviour at their heart. And I knew this was a path I could spend decades working on. I'd found my North Star. I remember it vividly. I was on a flight from Singapore to Sydney. I still have the in-flight menu at home covered in scribble as I excitedly emptied all my thoughts onto the first page I could find. I couldn't write fast enough. For those of you who have found it, that's fantastic. For the others, I'm not sure if this helps. This process took me a decade after my graduation. Don't rush it. Even when you've found your path and you're clear on it, you've still got to make it happen. Careers are messy, and that's okay. You'll find a lot of people say no, particularly when you're trying to do something new and different. In the years that followed, I'd moved to the UK and complete a master's in behavioural economics. The challenge was, when I returned to Sydney, not many people were talking about behavioural economics. There were no jobs. I couldn't find my community. But I knew there was something there, and I had to find it. The next part was the hard part. I'd organised talks, and nobody would show up. I was told my ideas were just too different to work. I was offered jobs on a short-term trial, just in case things didn't work out. And my mum would regularly ask, "William, what is it you do again?" Eventually, results started to land, and a community began to emerge. If you were to read a biography about my team on the internet or on LinkedIn, it will tell you we now have the largest corporate behavioural science unit in the world. The Empty Speaker event now has 4,000 members around the world, the largest of its kind. What was a 6-month trial shows us a 13-year career, and the ideas that wouldn't work have connected Australians to hundreds of millions of dollars in impact at community, customer, and business levels. The next 20 years will be messy, particularly for the things that are worth it to you. If you found your North Star, embrace the mess, you will find a way. Your career won't be a LinkedIn profile, it will be much more interesting. The final observations I wanted to leave with you today are not about you or I, but about the changing world around us. If you can embrace these changes, they will speed up and scale up your progress towards your career goals, your well-being, and your impact on the world. Leading chefs have an expression referred to as mise en place, translating to putting in place. It refers to the way that a professional chef, before a big shift, will make sure all the ingredients and all the instruments are exactly where they need them for a successful shift. There are no distractions in the kitchen. Your success and your well-being will be a product of your environment. It will be a product of the people you choose to surround yourself with, the alerts you enable, the information you consume. If you don't design your environment, others will do it for you. And it's unlikely to be the sort of growth and supportive environment that you want. Probably lots of cat videos and angry people yelling at each other. Remove toxic influence. Spend time with those that want to see you grow and succeed. Curate your information diet as you would your food diet. These changes will influence your career flight path for the next 20 years. It can improve your well-being, your productivity, your growth, all at the same time. On technology, you leave campus today with a more powerful toolkit than did any prior graduating class. Rapidly emerging artificial intelligence tools in particular will mean you have an agent in your pocket that can work with you on any project, improve your answers, make you quicker, and supercharge your productivity. A recent study showed that elite consultants in the US were 25% faster at their work and 40% higher performing when they partnered with these AI tools. This is from a technology that was released publicly 10 months ago. You have the opportunity to have impact on the world with more speed, more reach, and more precision than any graduating class before you. But just as with any powerful technology, there's also risks of bigger and quicker downsides. How will you use these new technologies for good to accelerate your purpose and impact on the world? Graduating class of 2023, congratulations, enjoy this day. When you leave today, Hang on to your passion for learning and growth. Set your environment up to be one in which you will thrive. Keep your eye on your own North Star, through the bumps and the turns. You've never been better prepared. You are better equipped than any class before you. The world needs you and your career awaits. You will be amazing. I acknowledge the Pro-Chancellor and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, William. I loved the way you shared your little hiccup with Accounting 1. It does show that in any university degree or in life in general, little hiccups along the way can be overcome and doesn't stop you being successful in the long run. I also love the way that you shared that finding your North Star, your passion, actually took you 10 years after your degree. So don't be in a hurry, everybody, if you haven't found it yet. I think William's example and his speech today to you shows what you can achieve with determination to pursue a worthy goal. Please join me in thanking William again for his speech. As Pro-Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university requirements for such awards. I now call on our Registrar, Professor Rawdon Wilkinson, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards. Rawdon.
Pro-Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being present here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council and by my authority as Pro-Chancellor, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Pro-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Macquarie Business School. I now call on Professor John Romalis, Head of the Department of Economics at the Macquarie Business School, to present the graduates. Professor Romalis.
Pro-Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from Macquarie Business School. Macquarie Business School represents the modern version of the long and storied history at this university of teaching the next generation of leaders in the fields of economics, finance, actuarial sciences, business analytics, marketing, management, and accounting. Our school prides itself on a simple and singular focus: you to the power of us. The philosopher Aristotle, the teacher of Alexander the Great, once said that education must prepare a student for the pursuit and attainment of a happy life. For Aristotle, personal fulfillment only came when one was thrust into challenge and through adversity achieved one's highest potential. At Macquarie Business School, our mission is to empower you by challenging you to reach for your potential. We offer both skill and wisdom. Skills in the foundational training of data analytics, critical thinking, teamwork, and communication as manifest in the challenges you faced in your classes in finance, management, economics, marketing, accounting, and beyond. And wisdom so that, equipped with one of the finest educations this country can offer, you strive to make a difference in the world, to leave it in a better state than how it was first presented to you. Profound change is upon us today. The scale and combination of technological, environmental, and societal change poses tremendous risk to people and planet alike. But it also offers great opportunities. I have every confidence that each of you who sits before us today will rise to join the highest echelons of leadership in Australia and within our region. Sitting amongst us are tomorrow's CEOs, tomorrow's members of Parliament, public administrators, and future academic leaders. But as you leave today as a graduate, I want you to remember this most important quality of a Macquarie University graduate. Macquarie University is a public university committed to the public good. Therefore, when difficult challenges come your way, the question you must ask yourselves is, how will I serve the wider good? Pro-chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Macquarie Business School whom you have admitted to degrees or awarded diplomas. A higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. The Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to graduates who have demonstrated the capacity to conduct research independently, performing a distinct contribution to the knowledge of the subject, and to afford evidence of coherence and originality shown either by the discovery of new facts or by the exercise of independent critical power. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Queen I. Gabe Fuo. Sorry. For a thesis entitled Embedding Information Security Behaviour of Employees Working Anywhere Using Any Device. Tomas Fazekas, for a thesis entitled Dynamic Macroeconomic Modelling of Housing Market Fluctuations in Australia. Dr. Chien Yan Owen Tan, for a thesis entitled Economic Evaluation of Next Generation Sequencing in Childhood Cancer Care. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies with the degree of Bachelor of Science. Brian Chue. Jacob Delora. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies. Yi Lap Chan. Ethan Chern. Bronte Hickman. Harneet Kaur. Saurav Kher. Michael Lau. Yena Lee. Zheyan Ma. Christopher Mahul. Siddharth Mohari. Hugh O'Brien. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics. Marnash Chaudhry. Pierre Diab. Joshua Matters. Tamzin Nagaya. Jason Stevens. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Applied Finance with the degree of Bachelor of Economics. Harry Clancy. Joshua Moore. Bradley Percival. Joshua Reedy. Maximilian Scharich. Harrison Trainer. Kelvin Jew. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Business Administration. Jonathan Carmo. Angela Wanto. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Professional Accounting. Mustafa Assad. Trisha Yacinda Ramesh. Thomas Randall. Wilbur Sung. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Arts. David Borgraf. Isabella Scott. Chanel Tadros. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Harriet Budo. Madeline Elsley. Jacqueline Huynh. Bada Lee. Neharika Patel. Joshua So. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting. Katerina Aldiger. McGrill Himalayan. Jasmine Masevsky. Tan Jung Pham. Manavi Pin. Simran Thapa. Theodore Cockrow Wijaya. Jacob Gelatz. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics and Bachelor of Applied Finance. Christian Hallgren. Matthew Jacobson. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics and Bachelor of Professional Accounting. Rijwa Abbas. Michael Zhao. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics with the degree of Bachelor of Security Studies. Gregory Blick. Sarika Kashi. John Magtoto. Matthew Roper. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics, I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Professional Accounting with the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics. Damon Boakes. Angelius Bushara. Kunling Jia. Dang Tan Hung Nguyen. Thomas Simmons. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Business Analytics. Waris Trehan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce and Bachelor of Science. Jaden Da Silva. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Economics with the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics. Muhammad Ali Chaju. Jake Dobson. Kriti Gupta. Kian Karamfar. Chad Overton. Lucas Papangelis. Nicholas Yarko. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Actuarial Studies. Zhe Lang. David Milne. Yi Jian Tan. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Cameron Robinson. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Sana Ahmed. Rebecca Andrews. Tian Grace Bear. Anastasia Brock. Arena Caputo. Madeline Catford. Vibhusha Chandrasekhara. Ho Y. Michael Chung. Lara Collings. Benjamin Denton McDermott. Rachel Egberts. Edward Fedotov. Daniel Flew. Kai Fordred. Natalie Fraser Watson. Ely Gabrielian. Sheena May Garnados. Jack Houston. Prabal Jain. Thomas Johnson. Hon Hei Ko. Sinead Leahy. Yung Yuan Lee. Oliver Lockley. Catherine Lee. Daniel Moe. Ngop An Nguyen. Chloe Norton. Sarah Arozgani. Ming Yang Chi. Adam Richardson. Elise Robbins. Olivia Russell. Christian Salada. Etusa Sewada. Sebastian Sheldon. Amarjit Sidhu. David Son. Aoun Abbas Sayed. Erin Rose Velasco Tayson. Tanya Tran. Mitchell Wilkinson. Ethan Wilson. Duri Zahid. Chung Hao Zhang. Kathy Zhou. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Analytics. Mitil Bhagwani. Nikhil Gaday. Hanan Namburi Madom. Oliver Papas. Shafeen Sharif. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Business Leadership and Commerce. Connor Shepherd. Holly Stein. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Shazrina Ahmed. Umayya Amjad. Giselle Archer. Bhatia Bharat. Angus Sway. Karim Faour. Jesse Gallagher. Sonia Gramatkovsky. Averina Hermanto. Raisa Jaheen. Tiasha Metni Kamalgoda. Navil Nadan. Natalia Yasmin Norman. Tu Feng Fan. Luke Seiler. Varis Rana. Mayuran Sasikuma. Trisha Sharma. Matilda Wiggins. Rodham Yoon. Jiahan Zhang. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Economics. Mohammed Albika. Muntasir Zaman Anon. Faith Banag. Grace Brooker. Christopher Grego. Yaching He. Iman Koram. Romeo Mitri. Chatiz Pant. Devavrat Parasuram. Nathan Redzio. William Saeed. Danushan Satya Balan. Mitchell Swain. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Global Business, Matthew Franov. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Actuarial Practice, Beatrice Natividad Mendoza. Kerr Soon. Yijie Zhou. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Applied Economics, Katrina Pai. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Business Analytics, Kazi Shafwat Zareen Ananur. Arushi Chaudhry. T. Kim Nagan Do. Yash Vikrant Doke. Najam ul Iqbal Kandakar. Fariya Mubashira. Neha Bhagavandas. Timo Nguyen. Titan Tao Nguyen. Ayush Peswani. Vishnudas Purushottataman Nair. Hyojun Seo, awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Bhumik Biren Kumar Shah. Harsimranjit Singh. Sneha Srinivasan. Hassan Mustafa Tariq. Simran Tiagi. Deepak Yeladabagi. Pro-chancellor. A higher degree by research is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a program of study in which the defining characteristic is research. Our Master of Research is a 2-year full-time equivalent research training degree consisting of research-based coursework, postgraduate research training, and a major research project. Graduates are focused on a specific research topic to produce a thesis of up to 20,000 words in preparation for a doctoral degree. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Research, Sir Chern. Sorry. For a thesis entitled An EVT Approach to Modelling Spatially Dependent Storm Losses. Pro-chancellor. That completes this morning's presentation of the graduates from the Macquarie Business School.
Pro-Chancellor, I call on Katrina Pai, who graduated with a Master of Applied Economics, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Katrina Pai.
So I'd like to thank Macquarie University, and in particular the head of the economics department, Professor John Romalis, for the opportunity to speak here today. I appreciate it more than you know. And to my fellow graduates that are sitting before me, congratulations, we've finally done it. I'm sure, like me, there were many moments of disbelief, fear, and many tears, or maybe they were just mine, that we wouldn't actually get to this point, and yet here we are. So, congratulations. But, and there's a big but, none of us did this alone. We may or may not realize it, but we're all part of our own individual communities that helped us get to this very spot. For some of us, our communities might be filled with many, many people, and for others, it might be filled with just a select few of very special people. But no matter who they are, and no matter where they are, they make life so much better. They challenge us, they support us, and they tell us that it's all going to be okay, even when sometimes there's absolutely no evidence of that. But they give us a warm hug, and it makes things just that little bit better. For some of us very blessed people like myself, we might have parts of our community actually in the audience with us today. And I'm so lucky that most of my world is actually sitting in the front row with my husband Tom and my eldest son Nicholas. But I can't say too much, otherwise I'll just start crying and it'll be a mess. But for some of us, we might have parts of our community that are living far, far away in another country or in another city. So days like today are particularly hard, but we're thankful that technology makes communication so much easier. But it doesn't change the fact that, geez, we'd just like to have them in the same room as us. And I hope that today you get the chance to speak to them wherever they may be. So going into my master's, I actually thought that my community was closed. I thought of myself like Jerry Seinfeld, like that episode where he says that he has 3 friends and he can't handle any more, and that's where he's going to stop. But then I met some amazing people at Macquarie University that forced me to open my circle just a little bit. Now, one of those very special people was Dr. Andrea, who's sitting right there. So I'm sorry that I'm embarrassing you. But she led the Masters of the Applied Economics program for the majority of time that I was studying. And what I was shown consistently from Dr. Andrea was that if you lead with kindness and empathy and a whole lot of passion in all that you do, then it yields successful outcomes. And for someone like me, that's really important because it's easier to be what you can see. And when you can see successful leaders and teachers with qualities that yield successful outcomes, it justifies your own methods. So I'm a soft-spoken, introverted person that cries at NRMA commercials. And if there's a koala in that commercial, you better believe I'm going through half a box of tissues. If someone in my team at work is sad or, upset about something, whether it's a home or a work-related issue, and they happen to be crying about it, you better believe that I'm going to ugly cry along right with them. Now, that's not what I thought a successful person in finance looked like when I began my career 15 years ago. I had to fight, and still do, so much internal bias against myself that I didn't deserve a seat at the table because I didn't look like the mold of what had gone before me. I never saw the leaders that I reported to crying or showing any empathy and kindness the way that it kind of just happens for me. And so when I realized that I don't need to fit the mold of what's gone before me, the next steps are so much easier because the only way I know how to be is myself. So the bottom line is be authentic. Don't change the mold of who you are because you think that will lead to success. If you lead with kindness and empathy, then you'll end up being a positive force in a world that can sometimes feel heavy with negativity, and it can. Whereas when you just yourself, it's a lot easier. Now I'm going to leave you with some wisdom from the TV show that is Bluey, because if you like Australian TV or you have small children, then there's nothing better than a Bluey episode, right? And the quote is, "As you grow up, you'll face harder things than a cricket ball, and you have two choices. You can back away and get out, or you can step in front and just go for it. Because what's the worst that could happen? You get out, so what? At least you tried." So congratulations to all my fellow graduates today. I hope that at some point during this exciting day, you'll take a quiet moment to breathe it all in and be proud of yourself, because no matter what comes next, you'll always have this achievement. It will always be yours, and I hope that it brings you a sense of pride no matter where you are and what you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Katrina, for those beautiful words. Thank you for the masterly weaving in of Bluey and Seinfeld in the same speech. And thank you especially for reminding all of us that it indeed does take a village to get a degree. Thank you. Let's join and applaud and thank Katrina once again.
O mia
Distinguished guests, that was the incomparable voice of Angela Brewer. For that superb performance, we thank her. Angela is also the founder and artistic director of Coast Opera Australia. And for those that want to make a note of it, she sang O mio bambino caro. Please join me in thanking Angela once again. Have a few more thank yous while I'm here. Please also join me in thanking our wonderful musicians on the organ, Heather Moan-Boyd. And on the trumpet, Ms. Melanie McLaughlin. I would also like to acknowledge and thank the representatives of our alumni community who come here today as volunteers to celebrate this occasion and help out. Thank you. And finally, I'd like to thank our technical staff behind the scenes who ensure that these proceedings can be seen and heard, not just for all of you today, but all of those watching this event on the live stream. We don't see them, but we thank them anyway. Thank you. Now, graduates, because that's indeed what you are now. The ceremony marks a change in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly, hopefully, not the end of your association with us. From today onwards, you are now part of the bigger Macquarie family. Our alumni network, which, as I mentioned, has over 225,000 graduates, spanning more than 140 countries around the globe, welcomes you to its fold. We will look forward to seeing you back on campus to attend alumni events, to undertake perhaps further study, or simply to visit this beautiful space and reminisce about the good times you have had here as a Macquarie University student. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but it also carries responsibilities. We urge you to commit to lifelong learning and inquiry. We urge you to set ambitious goals for yourselves. We urge you to continue the hard work that has already brought you this far. And remember, the world is not only changed by the great leaps forward of the Einsteins and the Curies, but by the many contributions, small and large, of people just like you. At Macquarie, we pride ourselves on developing each and every one of our students into engaged community citizens and leaders. So we urge you to always think about what you can do for others along the way. You don't have to do much for someone to make a real difference to their lives. Sometimes a kind gesture or a kind word can make an enormous difference. We challenge you to continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and to always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those who you meet on your life's journey. Our hope is that as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned here, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of our community. And in all you do, we charge you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. It's also our hope that you always remember the people who have helped you along the way, as Katrina so eloquently put it, many of whom are with you here today. So to acknowledge the contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a few things. First, I'd like all our graduates to stand. Now I want you to put your testamas on the seats and turn around to face your family and friends and thank them in the usual way. Thank you. You can turn around now, but don't sit down yet. Because here on, please leave your testamers on the seats, but don't forget them. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff who have supported you throughout this journey. Please join me in also thanking them. Graduates, please now remain standing, but do pick up your testamers because we're only going to give you one. Because the official party will soon leave the graduation hall, followed by the graduates. As we do, our wonderful organist will play the traditional recessional music of graduations, which has been played at ceremonies for centuries. It's an age-old set of Latin lyrics which begins Gaudiamus igitur dum sumus juvenis. In translation, this graduation exit song starts out, "Therefore, let us rejoice, we will always be young." This song speaks in a whimsical way of youth and old age at the very same time, of the brevity of life, the inevitability of death, of state and city, and of happiness. Again, to our newest graduates of Macquarie University, my warmest congratulations and every best wish for futures filled with success, satisfaction, and most importantly, happiness. Now I ask everybody in the hall to stand. Shortly, I will lead the official party out to be followed by the graduates. I then invite you to follow our graduates out of the hall to enjoy some light refreshments on this beautiful day with all of us. In closing today's wonderful celebration of our achievements, I say again, Gaudiamus igitur, therefore let us rejoice.